Today is the 12th of May already. Less than 3 weeks before the official start of hurricane season, and one is knocking on our door. But let's talk about this next hurricane that happened in Fort Lauderdale. And this government got a good idea on shelving things. By now, you see that Biggity Hubert Ingram was there. Somebody that's being sent home long time. With that fiasco that just happened in Fort Lauderdale, that this hand-picked consular general, whatever name is, has let these people on the plane. Linda Mackey Trico, that Trico name. I see the fella down there at the dock. He say, boy, you don't know who Trico said. You don't know who Trico is? Say, Brent Simnett money? Say, Brent, them ain't got no more money than the Tricos. You don't know the Tricos is? I don't know who the Trico is. I don't care to know who Trico and what the Trico name is in this country. That's for him to brag about. I don't brag about foolishness. But you imagine, this government just can't get nothing right. Somebody, if you come from lockup, it's a $20,000 to $25,000 fine and 5 days in jail. That is severe. If you come out of lockup, but this guy that came on the plane, he needs to be locked up. He knew that he had COVID-19. He knew that. And I believe the 3 other people that were with him also knew that he had COVID-19. He needs to be charged with attempted murder for all those people that was on that plane. The Bahamas Air lady, they just wait for tip. I know them. Whoever she called need to be fired. Linda Trico Mackey, she need to be fired. See, this is a war. When there's more people have died in America than would have died in a war, we in this country don't take it serious. And this government, we still haven't taken it serious. How can you have a list that you check twice? This is what we're carrying. And somebody could just come to the airport with the virus and go on the plane. So therefore, the agents that check them in, they can have the virus. The porter that checked their bags in Fort Lauderdale could get the virus. And the porter in Nassau that unloaded their bags could get the virus. Everybody that handled this fella that ought not be on the plane could have the virus. And you put, let me get this right. You put 51 people on the Grand Bahama shores. Were they quarantined? Then you bring 44 other people into Nassau to add to the already escalating amount of people that had COVID-19 into Nassau. Like, wow. We don't recognize the severity of this, The Vice President of the United States, the lady, whatever her name is, liaison woman, tested negative one day. The next day, the following day, she tested positive. That's the Vice President of the United States is in quarantine. The head of the infectious diseases in America, that little mama, they ain't got no voice. You can hardly hear what he say. He is locked down. He is the brain. He is now in self-quarantine. And Hubert Minnis, Linda Trico Mackey, the Bahamas Air agent, let in 100 people that could have the virus. The pilot could have it. The flight attendant could have it. Everybody that was on that Bahamas Air flight to date could have COVID-19. The question is, who is testing these? And how long you're going to test them? Because just like America, you may not have it today, but you get tested tomorrow. Bing, got it. This country, this leader, this government, going to cause us all that. Only the wise will survive through this epidemic. Some people that think that this can't touch them. It reminds me of the preacher that they told not to go to New Orleans to preach. Well then, he died in less than a week. He up there in purgatory. He ain't going to hell and he ain't going to heaven. He in purgatory because he believed it's so bad. They talk about all them people that praying and preaching. Let them all, them same preachers, let them go into the den of those people that had COVID-19. Let them go down there and pray for them. I don't want to laugh, but you want to see who's saved, who's sanctified, who filled with the Holy Ghost, and who Jesus. Let them. Wherever y'all get them people will get COVID-19, let them Holy Ghost filled pastors go down there with their anointing. That's bag of olive oil and tell them go pray for them people. Pray that COVID-19 off them. So many going down there. Nay, not one. They can say, Jesus saved me from my sins. Not my sins. They ain't going to pray. But this is a testimony. Let them go down there and let them people come out all cured. But you see what's happening here in Grand Bahama? 51 landed. And one with his family had positive COVID-19. And he knew it from America. It's the same thing if a girl knows she have AIDS and she know AIDS kill and she go and have sex with multiple partners knowing there's no cure for AIDS, she meant to kill them. This fella knowingly know that he have COVID-19. Didn't like nobody. His family knew. His friends knew. They are accessory to murder. They ought to be locked up and charged before the court for putting all 51 or 50 plus the 44 for coming into Nassau. He put all them, all their life in jeopardy, and their life is still in jeopardy. 14 days later, we'll see the result of what Linda Trico-Mackey and the Bahamas Air agent, along with this fella from Freeport, allowed to enter this country. That is what the government was trying to prevent. They were trying to prevent such a disaster like this. This is why they were keeping the border closed as long as they can. And lo and behold, it just took that one bad apple to mess up the whole bunch. But again, when is the government coming up with their findings on who is going to be charged and who is going to be fired? Man, bring Linda Trico-Mackey from in Fort Lauderdale or wherever she is doing a bunch of foolishness. Where was she in all this fiasco? Why wasn't she at her desk? She said, willingly and wisely, put the blame on her. Thank you very much, Linda Trico-Mackey. The blame is on you. Now fire her behind and bring her back home. Because she is the reason why this whole airplane was contaminated by one individual that was not on the list and ought not never, for no reason, to come on that plane unless she was sure that all of them, the 4 of them, got the test. Fire the Bahamas agent. They were there living like king. Bring them behind back to Wolf Road and Mackey Street. They were there, and only they got qualification they got is a red shirt. Politically dumb. And they messed up the whole plane. It's one of these guys here trying to tell the Prime Minister he needs to act. Because of their action, there should be some reaction. And it don't take a week to know that Linda Trico Mackey made the mistake, because she already said that. Now, when you're going to send her home? That is what the Bahamas want to know. Send Linda Trico Mackey back to Nassau and lock her in for 14 days so she can learn some sense. Then let her open the elements. That's one of these Kai cares giving the Prime Minister some advice, because he ain't listening to nobody. Maybe he's listening to Kai on WCAY.